Welcome in, race fans, to this PK Scramble Danger Bracket race between Brooke, last year's champion, and fcoughlin. I'm Pebble, and I am joined here by One Free Fits.
Good evening. I'm excited for this matchup. I lost to Brooke to move into the danger bracket and then eventually move into the double danger bracket, which doesn't exist, which is why I'm here in the booth. And I've lost to Fred last year in the Scramble Tournament and faced off against them many a times in Worlds Collide. What's the flags that we got on display tonight?
We have skill tree and I believe accelerated enemy shuffle. So skill tree is a relatively new fight. I don't think it was in the tournament last year. Whereas at certain level ups, you get to choose between a stat gain between two different stats, and also you can learn a couple unique enemy attacks that you can use in battle.
Yeah, and I think those attacks can make it so that we don't need some of the lower tier weapons sometimes, depending on what we get. And then the accelerated enemies means that we'll see some of the more in-game stuff as we get closer to our quote-unquote end-game.
Yeah, it basically means that you'll see the enemies roughly in the order of appearance that you'd see in vanilla. And we are already off to the races here. I missed the first teleport already. I'm a bad commentator.
We had Foreside.
Foreside, thank you.
I know.
So that will
a popular move, not a popular, a move I've seen with the Foreside early is to go do the department store and see what's going on there. Deep Darkness is our other one.
That's an interesting one. Nothing you can do there right away, but if we get Hawkeye, then that'll be a kid check. And if it's deeper in logic than that, then there's an arms dealer there that might be nice to check for when we get Jeff.
Indeed.
Speaking of deeper in logic, Foreside also opens up Moonside, which has a lot of item boxes, and if that's out of logic, that'll also provide an opportunity for some early good items.
Dang, mushroomed already? That's rough.
Oof. Brooke going to the library. There's the Hawkeye. All right, so that's looking like we'll be getting our first kid in Deep Darkness.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong pointer to Deep Dorkness, as Jace Holmar put it in chat.
Yeah, Brooke also stopping to get that Mr. Baseball cap. It's a nice bit of defense, and can also be sold for some money, maybe for Apple Kid. That we don't have two Synaxis yet. And here we have our first skill that we've learned, Stinky Breath, which is not what I remember what it does offhand. I think it might be make you cry or something.
I think it's cry. It probably upgrades to nauseated.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't know what it eventually gets to, but nausea can be kind of useful in a boss that we're not able to do a lot of damage to.
Ooh,
can we just live long enough?
We're seeing some pyramid enemies outside the arcade, so this is gonna be spicy. But we have an early Mr. Baseball bat, which is nice. So they're probably gonna. Yep, we are noping out of the arcade. We're going to Deep Darkness with this fancy new bat.
Yeah, pyramid enemy is definitely giving maybe between the third and fourth sanctuary in terms of what we might be expected to be at when we go check that out.
Brooke's talking to the doctor. Did she pick up some sort of status on this I missed?
We got Psy Caramels. Pretty low tier stuff, so I think that. Whoa, except for that.
Ooh, okay. This is our we are doping out of here as well.
Night pendant. Yeah, I don't know if we can get this kid right now.
Yeah, I don't think we can.
So it said, no, don't come here yet, actually.
All right. So also, I failed to note that we got the monkey invitation. I guess that was from the meteorite piece. That won't do anything until we have the pencil eraser.
True. I'm sure Fred was happy to see that. He's probably calling for the monkey trip.
Mm-hmm. And Fred is selling off some stuff, buying a cheap bracelet, and now he'll be checking Deep Darkness as well.
First, he needed to check out the siding on that house very close and found it pretty cool. Checking the shop.
And we have Sandlot bat, so this is much more in logic with just a Sandlot bat here.
Some cash money. Our first repel. Uh-oh.
Yeah, these repels are definitely going to be important. Oh, God. Where was that?
Magicant enemies in Deep Darkness.
Magicant and Cave of the Past.
Confirming we should not be there right now.
Yeah, I was just about to say, repel sandwiches are going to be very important as we head into the end of the game and we start seeing these end-of-game enemies much more regularly.
Indeed.
All right, now we have Frank.
Nice.
Goes down easy to that big old bat we have. And Ness is going to gain some speed.
Yeah, with skill tree, it is like a reliable source of getting Jeff faster to help bottle rockets go boom better.
Signed banana. Nice. Signed banana, always happy to see it. It's one of the few items that opens the sanctuary and also has progress after it, because Maxwell will give you another key item at the end.
Which, like, barring any sort of strangeness, I would think this is number 1 on our sanctuary account.
There's not many other places you can go first. We've kind of hit the wall at so many of our other checks. I think there's just the mines left.
Yeah, I suppose the mines could somehow be number 1, but that seems unlikely.
Meanwhile, Fred Coughlin following Brooke's footsteps in Moonside, getting that repel sandwich. Ooh. Criminal caterpillars. These are actually kind of dangerous if you have to fight them.
Get it?
Yep.
Nice.
Ooh. Gets the heal off in time.
Experience.
That is a big chunk of levels, and it's all that experience is just for Ness. So we're gonna get Coughing Fire, which is a nice AoE fire attack that does not use PSI, so it won't bounce off PSI shields.
Yeah, a good alternative if Ness can't bash something, then can get the burn on.
All right. We have Titanic Ant backed up by some putrid mold demon who have gone down the rocket already. And we cough some fire on him, and he burns to death. Nice. I wish we could set Ant on fire in vanilla.
That would be nice. If only Ness had learned the fire cough in Onad, then it would be a different speed run, maybe. But
it sure would. All right.
Police badge. Okay.
All
We're
right,
going
so
to
that's
Tucson.
that's gonna open up Tucson. We'll get some exit mice. Unfortunately, Brooke does have to walk out of this dungeon since we weren't able to get mice beforehand.
That's
I
true,
suppose we
but
could have we could have ducked
they
in the
might be able
mines
to
for them,
jump
but
another caterpillar on the way out of here, which would be pretty convenient.
that's true. That does make it a little more appetizing to walk out of here.
Oh,
Red
there's
cup.
one, but it's pretty far away. There's a couple.
Let's see.
There's another one.
Oh, not a green
regular.
swirl down. That's annoying.
Still doable. We got a lot more health than the last time around.
Yeah, this shouldn't be a threat anymore. $20 guts. That'll go nicely with our Mr. Baseball bat.
Who has the zombie paper?
And Fred also choosing guts, but thinking about the vitality for a moment. Also snacking on these caterpillars.
Just going
They're just
wild
so delicious.
on those juicy caterpillars down there. Little desert peak. I like having the choice of police badge or looking here. Might as well look here and get the teleport.
I think, and I think peeking the mines makes sense here. If you want to go in, then you get exit mice, and that way you're not making a trip down from one end to Tucson to grab mice for no reason if you're going to get them in the mines anyway.
What's going to be in the police station? What's our guesses here? We're going to see that eventually. Yogurt.
Let's see.
That's a kid.
It'll be subject to the accelerated shuffle. So I'm going to say Carpenter.
Okay.
All right. Brooke is opting to go into the mines.
Looks like 3 tunnel enemies? Question mark. Which
we are auto winning.
Oh my goodness! Maybe they're at some point. I think maybe the caterpillars turned into a trap.
Right. So it looks like this was before the side banana dungeon, the sewers. So this is going to be a pretty easy stomp.
It's free money.
Frankie Stein Jr. or not Jr. Frankie Stein Mark II. One of the easier bosses to find.
Yeah, Fred is ground already up to Rockin' Beta.
Oh, wow. We'll see if he chooses to use his police badge or if he will also dip down into the desert. He is going to win it.
Well,
once he stops running into people.
Proving yet again that NPCs are the true enemies of a randomizer runner. True bosses.
We are getting these mice.
Going to the arcade.
Oh.
Probably got the firepower to get it.
Maybe. I mean, these are
the defense
to kill
not
up.
So much, but the offense, I think, is there. Oh no!
You're getting like third depth enemies.
I think, because it might like freeze alpha.
Yeah, the department store spook, very strong PSI.
We're getting into a little auto battle.
Yeah, this power shield also very painful to deal with.
Wisely getting out of the auto battle to let the roll healing tick up here. We're getting kind of low on that auto fight, so it's a great call by Fred.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to pause for a moment so you can regain all this what do you call it? I would say buffer time from the HP roll down. Especially when you're solo nest, you can get a lot done while you've taken mortal.
It's a very tough fight.
Oof. Out of PP now.
Meme check.
Still not through.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, worm? Well, the spook is probably going to finish Red Coughlin off, but at least he got through the mole.
Ooh. Yeah, that's hurtful freeze damage. Fire, not so bad.
Yeah, we're not quite at full alpha. We're at epsilon.
Ooh, a smash. We're going to need a big hit. No. One of two.
At least the mole is down. J. Tomar pointing out that unlike the cops, you do not have to start both fights from scratch.
Yeah, I think Fred's last save point was in ONET too, so not really that big of a time loss to go redo this and at full resources.
Meanwhile,
Definitely
Brooke
won't be
has
good.
turned in that yogurt dispenser. We're gonna get our first child, unless we've made another logic mistake here. Oh, taking another shot at Spook on Fred Coughlin's side. I guess he figured he got through the mole. He may as well take another shot at it. Right, robot-free hallways for Brooke. Sometimes when you have enemy shuffle, sometimes these enemies just don't appear.
Oh, we're up to a jet of fire.
And we have Captain Strong, so this should be pretty simple for Brooke.
UFO engine.
Don't like that.
No.
And we are getting Jeff on Brooke's side.
Jeff and a pencil eraser?
And a pencil eraser. Well,
Oh,
it does open up the
caves?
monkey cave, yeah.
Caves.
Also, we'll open up Happy Happy once we use that police badge and get to Tucson.
I wonder what Jeff just got: a big bottle rocket and some fly honey.
When picking up that UFO engine, I wouldn't even pick it up, honestly. At least not until later. I would just warp right out of that arcade backyard, do something else.
Now that we have that second party member, the monkey cave, it's definitely an easier proposition.
Yeah, the inventory management when you only have one child is very obnoxious. And cops today are going to be slimy piles.
Okay.
And the chief of police is Everdread, and a little bit of role reversal there.
Indeed. It looks like Ness is fast enough that we're not going to see any crying or anything to slow this down.
Yeah, and we did pick up some speed earlier with the skill tree, so I'm not surprised. With all the levels we've gained as well.
Brooke expertly wheeling and dealing her way through.
Glad that the King Banana. I'm glad the King Banana isn't randomized as well. That would make this cave even worse.
Yeah. A bomb. Fred picking up some mice of their own. On the way to Tucson, we definitely have the Apple Kid check. And we'll see what the boss is up on up in the park.
And meanwhile, Brooke just got the diamond and also a teleport to Dalam. So the diamond's going to get us a 3. So this is 2 kid checks that we'll be getting into very shortly.
Very interesting.
Jay Tomar says that when he was planning out this rando, he forgot the King Banana existed, and we are very grateful for that.
Fred picking up some ketchup to give to Apple Kid. It does.
Well, at least it's better than salt. Yeah.
Technically. Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's see what Apple Kid has made for us.
Carrot key. Well, we know that's useful and why.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Fred Coughlin doesn't yet because he has not gone through the monkey cave to find the Dalam teleport. So he's got a UFO engine right now and a carrot key, and he's probably wondering, where the heck am I supposed to be? And he's probably figuring that he's supposed to be in the mines.
yeah, being caught up on Sanctuary, this would be a case where the hint man would have that useful information. But yeah, I think Fred has also just reasoned it out with what they know so far. We got Paula. Gonna go turn in the diamonds. Probably take a bus to 3.
Yeah. And honestly, I might have gone to 3 first, just in case we get Pooh there. Then we can go to Dalam and do the Moo training as well. That'll be a trip back to Dalam to do that if no, at this point. Wad of bills. Well, that's going to be useless at this point.
Mm-hmm. Just throw that money in the trash. Getting on the funky bus. So at this point, it kind of feels like, it feels like Brooke is ahead in terms of progress.
Yeah, it's hard to say completely because Fred Coughlin has done some things that Brooke hasn't. But I do think that like some of those deaths kind of slowed him down just a little bit.
But I think Fred might be ahead in terms of like levels right now.
He did farm some worms.
The worms plus the like arcade bosses were a decent amount too.
So did you happen to get a look at what Jeff's item was?
Jar of fly honey.
Got it. Okay, that's an interesting one right now too.
Because we know where paper is, but we don't have access to it right now.
Yeah, the jar also won't open up anything other than the sanctuary behind it. Just a little annoying. I would suspect that UFO engine would take us to Summers, and then maybe the Magic Cake Lady teleports us to Saturn Valley. In terms of sanctuaries we have access to, we do have the Pink Cloud is open with the Carrot Key. We could eventually get to Happy with what we have right now too.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2.
It's pretty much, yeah.
I think that's it. So still a lot of progress to be made in this seed.
There's Pooh. Okay.
There's Pooh.
So
Pooh
that
might
is a
also
third.
Pooh might also give us a teleport to Saturn Valley with the training.
We know that Pooh has the zombie paper.
Yeah. Another thing is that Pooh had the zombie paper. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's our access then. I would still be wanting to do teleport checks because we don't have Winter's access yet.
Mm-hmm. Gonna go find a tent or something else.
Z-Robot is in the tent.
A robot.
We should definitely have paralyzed by now, so this should be simple.
There we go. We're throwing full power like bombs. And it's pretty high defense.
We're all just beating up on this broken robot. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the printer scene in Office Space. All right, and then Paula is going to learn to shred fiercely on a skateboard, which gives her a nice physical option. Crashing boom bang for Pooh.
Ooh, nice.
Oof.
These enemies love to try to jump
Oh,
us.
this looks kind of
Yeah,
gross.
I hate this. Not messing around, deploying high power attacks. Shredded. I think that was actually Jeff that learned to shred.
Oh, was it Jeff? Also good on Jeff since he gets very good weapons. It's one of those strong bashes that does 3 times your offense instead of twice your offense in damage.
Tiny Ruby. Weird. Thinking.
Well, Brooke has not gotten the UFO engine from the arcade yet, so
That's true.
she does not. That probably indicates to her that she's missed something, and she's going to go there now.
There's potentially a little bit of, time Fred's catching up, so to speak. Brooke does have 4 kids and 2 teddy bears, so like they might not be in for as long of fights against these bosses, but it does feel like potentially that the UFO engine, I guess with the Ruby, it's kind of, maybe we do need to go there.
It does kind of point in that direction, yeah. There's a teleport and item check there. That's where I'd start to actually think about using the UFO engine.
I saw some nausea there. Nice. Shredded. Sick move, Jeff.
Yeah, it looks like Paul learned a paralysis field instead.
Ah.
All right, Brooke's gonna get that UFO engine. I imagine she'll. Well, she could still do cops and do Tucson as well. I think that's what she's gonna do next.
Yeah, Fred doing their monkey cave chain. Although they have the carrot key, but not Pooh yet. We'll see if someone manages to pull off that. Very satisfying. You go to Dalam and you just can do all the things.
Yeah.
And you don't come back.
Yeah, if you check 3 before Dalam, then definitely can happen for Fred. Top's going down just as easily for Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
Just takes a little time to get through all these fights.
She will get to refill her supply of mice, which is nice. The more mice we use, the more time we save, potentially.
Mm-hmm. AC Bat for Ness.
Good old. Sometimes it's the only option, and that's not a good time. But
I think it's good to keep on hand because if you do end up in an out of depth fight, it is kind of your Hail Mary. We're gonna go check the fight here. It's Brooke sees that it's Master Barf and just walks right on by. And commercial break on Fred Coughlin's side, unfortunately.
Well, we do have Paula, so they kind of have more of an incentive to actually go take that fight.
Yeah, maybe she just wanted to peek and think about it while she checked Apple Kid, or maybe she thinks that she's not ready for that.
I always forget about that. A shield killer, okay. Brooke will be getting their carrot key.
We are going to take this fight.
Yeah,
I always forget.
It feels like we're supposed to go here.
Yeah, I always forget like what this fight is actually like. Because in vanilla, you just nuke him with a multi-bottle rocket.
Pretty big hits, but I think we have the tools to get through this.
Yeah.
There we go, Pooh flipping out.
Another Casey bet.
The seed wants it, saying you want to use it.
Speed for Jeff and for Paula.
I think one little wrinkle about the skill tree is that I notice like I tend to kind of get used to what like the natural party order is. And those speed like buffs can change that, which doesn't matter until like I don't know, I guess for me is when it gets a little bit weird. It's like, oh wait a minute, like
yeah, that is
different orders.
That is a good point. And Brooke bought some better weapons for Ness and Jeff, and is going to talk to Paula's mom for maybe a Repel sandwich. Oh, it's Repel DX. So she's set for Repels for Cave of the Past if she goes that way.
Yeah, some real heads-up play as we are going to make the Valley walk.
I think she even has an extra for Fourth Sync, wherever that ends up being. Gygus can be kind of spooky with this flag set, though, because the accelerated boss shuffle wants to put endgame bosses right around where you would have, you know, they become the assistant. But it's also possible that we can loop past the end and then end up with something like Well, we've already seen Frankie Stein and Ant and Captain Strong and Everett Red, so maybe not. If we loop back to the beginning, it'd be Starman Jr., which is also just as bad.
Yeah. Who would not like that? I mean, it would be interesting, but
Interesting to watch,
yes.
not to play.
Fred also got through their own bar fight. One less party member. Poor Jeff.
He just hasn't turned in that diamond yet. But I think you could say that they've kind of converged. Aside from Fred hasn't turned in the diamond and gone to 3 to pick up Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
But I think other than that, they've both done all the same checks. Finally.
Yeah,
But
this
Fred
feels
is
like
gonna also
a fairly
right on
deep
to-
happy where one of these cult chests might have something incredible inside if it's not just knocking the sink out.
Yeah, Brooke not checking the hut though. We're getting jumped by signs. These are kind of nasty because they can paralyze.
Right in their face. Nice job.
There's something about shredding a skateboard on a road sign.
And since it's
It just
based
feels-
on the
it just-
weapon damage, it's like shredding and also shooting lasers or like double beams. Wow, Jeff's got a pretty advanced weapon at this point.
And we are almost to the end of the sanctuary. We're to fight another sign.
Yeah, the enemies in here have been getting in the way for sure.
Yeah, these are going down
Wow.
easily enough. IQ capsule
Despawn that.
for Pooh. More of them.
Very nice.
I'm gonna say this is probably 3rd sync. Second. Interesting.
Mini barf. Very interesting. So we still have the prisoner key item here to snag. And Brooke knows it can't be a kid.
Yeah, maybe why she didn't check it fast. But she is going to check it because it is still a key item.
Buff bird with the
Oh,
Franklin.
there's a
badge.
Franklin badge.
So then the cult lair is probably where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, both riders deciding they will not be back for Buff Bird ever. Sorry, Buff Bird.
Yeah, I mean, if we could have found you early, we would have loved you.
Hey, Brooke has turned in the zombie paper. We do have that jar of fly honey. I forgot that is another
4.
sanctuary access. So that is, I think it's 3. Because it's that and Pink Cloud, and I don't think we have a 4th yet.
Pink Cloud. That one, the one everyone's already did, and then the happy one. The sewers was.
We got more worms in the cultist hut.
Yeah, master worms with big hits.
Paula is
are we
down.
getting a little worm crazy? We have to be careful about our worm greediness sometimes.
Yeah, this worm's just a little too spicy.
Dang. Worms get revenge.
Some days you eat the worm, and some days the worm eats you.
Well, get some more XMIs. A shroom, okay. Looks like Fred's heading back. Maybe for revenge, maybe to do the sink. We got a paralyzed nest.
Jeff learns disrupt senses, which I think is I'm not sure if that's feel strange or if that's can't concentrate.
Round 2. Worm fight. Taking it more seriously this time. Spending some precious side points. I think we might have been low on those the first time around.
Yeah, maybe. Getting some vitality on these kids. More speed. Ooh, we have fire spring enemies on Brooke's side now, so we are coming towards the end. Oh, here's one of the Starmen. Is this Starman Junior? Or not Junior, I think it's to be Starman Deluxe at this point, yeah.
Ooh.
Oof.
Very damaging beams.
At least it's not Starstorms, but oof.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, Belch's base is full of Chompasaurs.
Chomps. Look at those cuties. They're not dangerous at all.
Oh god, the Starman Deluxe is calling in more worms.
No, the worm team, go! And here come the Starstorms.
That's kind of disgusting, actually.
Very hurtful, and we are out.
Yeah. Fred says, "Screw this."
It's like, wait a minute, I didn't sign up for worm team coming in to save the day. That's a lot of enemy sprites in Belch base here.
Oh no, Octobots. Hopefully they don't start sealing some of these repels that we have.
The field. Paralyzing. Nice.
Okay.
Very heads up play.
Yeah, Brooke obviously very cognizant of that threat to her repel sandwiches.
Double chomps. Oh man. We almost had him. Yeah, I felt like that should have been a green as well.
Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate and janky.
I would say sometimes I disagree with the game's decisions.
I think we all do.
Squirrels, but meanwhile, these enemies are really putting the hammer down. We did lose Jeff. Not going to be shredding. Oh, Wade shredding back.
Yeah, using up a secret herb. Not a bad use of it, considering the difficulty we're likely to face here. Oh, never mind. It's Guardian General.
I'm going to pack a punch, but also...
Yeah, at least he only punches one kid at a time. Ever.
They're getting frozen.
Yeah, and he also has
fighting.
Pretty low HP.
Taking on Pooh. So Fred has completed that one. That would also be 2-2, right? In terms of completed sanctuaries.
I don't have separate trackers up for each of them, honestly.
Haha.
Saturn. You love the Saturn to Saturn teleport.
We love it. It's second only to take, going the summers and getting the summers from the cake teleport. That's another.
Right. The grateful Saturn did give Brooke another Repel DX.
Mm-hmm.
So we're probably going to pop one of those as we go into Milky Well because this tunnel kind of sucks.
It is indeed a terrible, terrible place sometimes.
Yeah.
And it will
At
be
least
full of probably hot garbage at this point.
Yeah, at least not shrooms, but definitely hot garbage, whatever it was going to be.
Maybe we'll get a peek on the way out. Fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh god.
Dog?
Oh, fifth sank dog. This will be rough.
We have strayed from the path. Even though this doesn't really feel like it was that straight from the path.
Yeah. I'm not going to say this isn't doable because it certainly is, but it's going to be a struggle. We're going to use that BBR.
Ow. But that's okay. Getting out of the coughing fire phase is definitely big. Bombs.
Fortunately, it does also move us into the diamond bite phase. Now, they may not be diamond bites at this scaling.
Jeff does go down, but we did get an S topped off after that very hard bite. I don't think Paula can even survive a bite. Nausea, love it. That'll help us out.
Poison damage.
Pinch, we just have to stay alive until the poison finishes the job.
I think nausea also reduces hit chance. I'm not sure if that also works on enemies as well.
Fred seems to be on their way to pick up Pooh eventually. Which we haven't seen a visit to Dalam with the key and Pooh yet, so those will be new.
Yeah, that's probably progress there to the fourth sync.
The PP running low.
Also, I don't know that either runner has actually turned in the UFO engine and gone to Summers.
There we go. And boom.
Ooh.
Huge pool of experience. Very tough fight. Very well managed by Brooke.
Yep. When your levels get into 30s, you know it's been a seed.
I suppose if like Dalam teleport is like underworld, I could see where this would be like 5. Or if like T teleport could also be. There's quite a few teleports out there, to be honest.
Yeah, Winters is still out there.
Oh, T was Saturn Valley. We saw that already. Apologies.
Oh yeah, coffee.
Throw the meatball at the doctor. Double beam. I think we already have one.
Yeah. This non-stick fry pan I think is new for Paula though. Brooke checking the teleport here.
Three. Yay.
You'll love to see it. By which I mean you absolutely don't.
we heading to Delout?
Yep.
Makes sense.
Going down the list.
Kind of the next densest location. fcoughlin heading out to kind of follow some ground that Brooke has already covered. This will be Brooke's 4th completed.
What it? She did. She
did
did
the
Lilliput.
sewers.
Oh yeah, she did. We did the sewers already. That's right.
Chickens. Chicken strats. If you release 7 chickens in the Gygas fight on phase 1, it just instantly wins and it skips. Ugh.
Release 7 chickens and win. That would be an actually entertaining alternative win condition for that fight.
There's only one way to know, and it's to take 7 chickens to Gygas and find out.
Form Exodia out of chickens.
Well, the 8th chicken is the power of friendship. And that's why we only need 7.
Mm-hmm. And the 9th chicken is the friends we made along the way.
Yeah. Exactly.
More repels.
Fred's nest has so many hit points. Very beefy, thanks to all those worms. You know, if you eat your vegetables and your worms, then you too
Heavy bazooka. I missed that.
have almost 300 hit points.
Did Fred pick up that heavy bazooka from the cultist shack?
No. I think they skipped the locker.
Oof. Regrets.
Dang.
$30,000.
That's enough to buy as many of those as we want and or need. Now, what we haven't seen are OK pendants or other elemental protections.
Yeah, that is true. So that's gonna make Gygas a little spooky. We do have pretty good HP.
Pretty good HP. We got a Franklin badge. Fred learning that Chompashores have power shield. I forget about that all because we just don't run into them that often in PK Scramble a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's easy to forget, especially these enemies that you're trying to avoid all the time in vanilla and you never fight. Like, if you fight a Chompasaur in vanilla, you've made mistakes.
Right, Brooke. Undergoing robotification to travel to the past to save the future. As a Jet's a time player and Chrono Trigger player, it makes total sense. That's just normal stuff, you know? Who is it gonna be? Who is the assistant? We'll get the chat guesses in. Actual Pokey. We saw the doggo already.
I think it's going to be something with 2 legs.
2 legs. I would like... An Electrospector. That's what I'm gonna go with.
I think you might be right on that one, because we saw Carbon Dog for 5th Sync. And Starman Deluxe is already out of the pool as well.
What would be like the 2nd Sync Mole Boss, maybe? But we already seen them.
Another option is it could be Starman Jr. if we wrap all the way around.
Oh, what about Plague Rat of Doom?
Plague Rat has not shown up yet. I think he might be a little early in the sequence.
I must think it was the Electrospector, Apple of Enlightenment. Enlighten us. So Kraken, actual Pokey. Mad Cat has guessed that it's Frank. But it can't be Frank, and they acknowledge that.
Electrospector. You're right.
But they didn't guess. Bing. Okay. Heavy Bazooka.
Yeah, at least we have plenty of non-PSI options. But Franklin Badge Relax can be kind of bad here, depending on how they work out.
Hungry HP Sucker for Electrospector. Full
Alphas.
now, but we get out of phase 1.
We have the HP to withstand the alpha, so maybe just spend our first turn healing up here. We are feeling strange on both Paula and Jeff.
Wow.
Oh gosh.
An incredible shot by Paula. What? Just devastating.
Oh, this brings back some memories.
Yes. That was a tough that was a tough guy I guess fighting on that round. Nauseous. Brain shock.
Who tries the brain shock Gygus, but is confused himself.
Stop crying and still just brain shocking this.
We are on the struggle bus here, but at least we're getting damage through.
There was an OK pendant in Lumen Hall, or no, Pink Cloud Dungeon. The lightning bounce does it.
All right, that is phase 3.
Ooh, an extra one. Yeah, in decent shape, especially if we can get that nausea off.
We have 2 healers alive, so
pretty good, I think. The side point reserves are pretty good.
Brain shock has been inflicted. That's gonna help deflect some of that freeze damage.
Okay.
I think Fred has done his 4th sanctuary now. Maybe no, he's going to 4th sank.
Oh, he's entering this in, yeah. So where was the actual forcing then?
Good question.
Ooh, question marks? Yeah.
Good place to use one of these repels, for sure.
Indeed.
Probably have those are probably carefree bombs. All right, we are into the final prayers for Brooke. One more. All right, and that is it. Get your GGs in chat.
Yeah, just a very, very solid run from Brooke from start to finish. Just enough worm power, but not too much worm power. And just some great execution in some of like the trickier fights, such as this diamond dog that Fred is tangling with right now. And not a lot of elemental protection on that Gygas fight as well, so like definitely a challenging one to navigate through, but they have done it very well and will continue on to the next round in the danger zone.
Yeah, she faces Rain in the next round. And then also McGurk versus Satake is the only other race in the next round. An official race time.gg time of 1:01:37 for Brooke.
Initial comment, what was that? LOL from Brooke.
Definitely a wild seed. Welcome in. Congratulations. GG.
Thank you. Yeah, what was that?
It was definitely a wild seed, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know where fourth sank was. Like,
yeah, we were trying to figure that out as well.
It's either behind the Dalam teleport or.
No, I think neither of you
Summers.
ever went. Yeah, I think neither of you went to Summers, so that's probably. My thought would be, Tiny Ruby gets the Shyness book.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh well, Winters is neutral.
Yeah, also Winters we never found. So Bubblegum had actual pack of bubblegum, so that was probably fourth sank.
Eraser.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a quick one when I got the Mr. Baseball bat really early, and like the Night Pendant as well was really well set up in the start, and got the a ton of experience from the caterpillars. But yeah, the logic. And that carbon dog fight was really scary as well. Like,
we were.
Yeah, I got a bit lucky on that, I think.
We were concerned by that dog, especially being fifth sank. Madcap points out that the Magic Cake Lady also had Lost Underworld, so that was another sank.
Yeah.
Looks like Fred's gonna finish up the seed as well.
Yeah, it looks like Fire Springs was fourth from looking at the boss levels.
Oh yeah, that Sarman Deluxe was something else we saw too. Calling in Master.
Oh yeah.
Master Criminal Caterpillars for help.
Oh god.
It was pretty disgusting.
because there was a heavy bazooka in there. I thought it would be like super endgame.
Yeah, I don't think Fred picked up that bazooka, which is surprising because he did dip into the shack to try and fight that Starman Deluxe. So that'll be regrets for later. If he watches this back.
I went in there to like check if it was looking like 4th Sank, because I missed 4th Sank somewhere. So I was like, if that looks about 4th Sank depth, then it might lead to it. And then I saw the heavy bazooka, I was like, nope.
Definitely a strong pickup for you and help make short work of that Electrospectre, though.
Yeah, Electrospectre's like maybe one of the worst things that can be there.
Mm-hmm. And there was really nothing else it could be. Because we saw the dog. Well, it couldn't be the dog anyway, but we saw Starman Deluxe and Barf and Guardian General. Could have been Pokey, I suppose.
Well, Pebble Possum, shall we share the flags for the next round? We have provided those, and so we will be looking at a random start and 0% assist side learn levels, which we asked before the stream, and that means we learn all of the assist side right away.
Yeah, that's really helpful to have Paralyze without having to level up for it. And then I think Shield is also an assist PSI.
Yeah, it's PSI Shield and Paralyze are the main ones.
Mm-hmm.
But you get like Brain Shock and stuff early as well, which is fun.
Yeah, so that's definitely gonna give some advantage to the racers for the next race. Random start is also fun. I actually like random starts better than regular starts because the police badge is more consequential because you don't get North 1 at access until you've turned in the police badge.
Yeah, it could be a little bit more interesting getting off the ground in the random start because we don't have the like super easy fights on the walk up North Onet to get a couple of levels.
Right. Fred Coughlin has gotten through to phase 2. Ooh is down though.
Yeah, no, we did see them snag an okay pendant, which is probably on Paula. A lot of strangeness going on though.
I think only Ness is feeling strange. I think Paula and Jeff are crying. It's hard to tell because Fred's stream is a little fuzzy.
Yeah, I think it's like a combination of that and the colors as well.
Yeah. Maybe he's on an RF modulator input from an actual console.
All right.
Phase 3.
Just a few prayers away.
And he has a lot of HP, and both healers are up, so I think this will be not too difficult.
Yeah, they're in pretty good shape to finish it off here.
Jeff is down. Nobody cares. Brain shock has landed. So this should be Should be pretty smooth sailing to the end here.
Yep, getting pretty close. We got like 2 more. Yeah. The darkness.
Oh.
No. The true darkness.
Guy gets his ultimate attack, the commercial break.
Yes, presumably
Mm,
Paula will pray one more time.
yeah, let's just
and
assume he won.
New curse idea. Random commercial break that happens, but it's in game. It's not actually a commercial.
The next round, like I said, we have Brooke's opponent will be Rain, and I know that Rain said that he's like blocked out for this whole week schedule wise, so that may be a bit of time before that one happens. Like maybe a week. And then McGurk is also racing Satake this next round as well, and those are the only 2 races we have.
Yeah, definitely some big matchups. I think we've seen champs emerge from the danger bracket in the past, so it could certainly happen again, and definitely a lot of talent down there.
For sure. Satake was kind of my pick to win this year. All right, Fred Coughlin has finished with an official racetime.gg time of 1:11:59. So GG, Fred. Wish we could have seen it.
We'll see if we.
And for raid targets, I know Miss Dez is running some Earthbound. Fred's going to come in. Welcome in, GG.
Ah, thank you. Great race there, Brooke. Well done.
Yeah, GG.
That was some wild logic for sure. What are your thoughts on how the race went?
Painful. Some of the bosses that ended up there early were slightly ouchy. The whole, oh yeah, go get yourself a free Mr. Baseball bat early. Totally a unusual thing there. So I was like, okay, well that's the thing. And then just, oh yeah, let me go be forced to do the monkey cave. I kept praying, okay, please no pencil eraser, please no pencil eraser. And then we got the pencil eraser. And then Dan didn't get Jeff didn't get a ruler. That one hurt because I just assumed Jeff's going to have a ruler. I'm fine.
Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, no. Sometimes it's all protractors.
Yeah, well, he usually has the ruler in vanilla, and I feel like most of the time when I pull it up, he has a ruler. I mean, maybe not always, I guess, but those races were probably the races I never had to go to the cave. Anytime I've ever had to go to the cave with Jeff, ruler's been right there. So I had to walk back out and go get that, and then come back in. So I was like, okay, that's the thing. But yeah, so hitting 1, 2, 3, and 5 there. I missed which one 4 was. because I was like, oh, I probably should have done that one instead.
Summer's Magic Cake Lady was an underworld teleport, so I think that
Of
was
course
fourth.
it was. Yeah, that's 4 then. Yeah.
Neither of you went to Summers ever, though.
Well, I was considering it, and then when I got Pooh, I was like, okay, that's actually, that is actually it's a giant step. Giant step came up as the. Oh wait, giant step came up there as a early one on the list of these 8. So I'm not sure. Maybe it just was out of order or something. But I thought I noticed giant step there early, but then I saw Fire Spring as well there. So either way,
Magnet Hill, Lilliput, Giant Step third. Yeah.
I didn't even
Okay.
realize that one. I didn't think it was giant step. I thought 3 was the one in
Maybe-
Delam there. But
Maybe this doesn't quite line up to what it's supposed to be.
yeah, maybe it's what it is. It's all good. Either way, though, fun race though. Painful.
Yeah.
Kept taking all those wrong turns, but
Yeah, it was
fun
definitely a good
otherwise.
race for sure.
Yeah, great race, Brooke. Looking forward to watching you kick some butt here in the remaining couple of matches here. Now that you get to go up against some pretty strong competition, if I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Rain is next.
There's a lot of strong people in this year.
Yeah, well, you're pretty dang strong yourself, so I think you're going pretty far.
Thank you. I'll try.
All right, I think we're gonna wrap up here. Someone can put in a raid target. We're gonna raid Ms. Des. There we go.
Yeah,
And
thank you all
thanks-
for running the tourney. Thank you for doing all the fun stuff there with the restreams and everything like that. It's been a ton of fun. Looking forward to it again next year and watching the rest of this one.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot,
thank you for
everyone.
participating, and thanks, chat, for coming in and cheering on our racers. We'll see you for the next round.